FBI Director James Comey, he's not spoken publicly since he was terminated abruptly earlier this week by the president, and now Donald Trump hopes that Comey will remain silent. CNN's Brian Todd has more on that.
President Trump's threat to his fired FBI director isn't subtle. Quote, James Comey better hope that there are no tapes of our conversations before he starts leaking to the press, Mr. Trump tweeted. The White House denies it's a threat. But were any of the president's conversations with Comey taped?
I've talked to the president. The president has nothing further to add on that.
President Trump says there were 3 conversations between him and his FBI director, 2 phone calls, and a one-on-one dinner they had at the White House on January 27th. Press Secretary Sean Spicer didn't answer when asked if there's capability at the White House to tape those conversations. Former White House staffers tell us the technical capability exists for the president to tape phone conversations. But that's different from a built-in taping system used by Presidents Kennedy, Johnson, and Nixon. Among Nixon's legendary recordings, a 1972 Oval Office conversation on how to push back on the Watergate investigation. That White House taping system was shut down in the summer of 1973 at the height of the Watergate scandal.
The American people, the press or the media, they didn't know anything about the taping systems until Alexander Butterfield, a White House aide, in July of 1973, told the Senate Watergate Committee, told the staff that there was a taping system. At that point, Richard Nixon had the opportunity to destroy the tapes. He decided not to.
As for the one-on-one dinner between Trump and Comey at the White House, former staffers tell us they don't know of any built-in systems in the dining rooms to tape conversations. They say the president could bring in a recording device or have an aide take notes on the conversation, but it's unlikely he would. Could Comey have taped the phone conversations on his end? We got no comment from the FBI. Former top bureau officials tell us that would only be allowed if the president himself was under investigation, which Trump says he's not, and if the FBI chief got a warrant to tape him.
I cannot imagine that happening. The FBI director does not tape conversations with the president or members of the Hill or staff members. I cannot see that happening.
If there are any tapes of President Trump and James Comey recorded at the White House, there is now significant pressure on Mr. Trump and his team to produce them. This letter we just obtained from top House Democrats John Conyers and Elijah Cummings of 2 key House oversight committees is calling on the White House to turn over copies of any recordings, emails, documents, any communications between President Trump and James Comey on this matter. So far, no comment from the White House on this letter. Brian Todd, CNN, Washington.
Brian Todd reporting there. Thank you.